Johnny wakes up in the morning. Johnny wakes up in the day. The weather outside, it is pouring. Johnny has nothing to say. Johnny reads news but it's boring. Johnny is so far away. Johnny's party's ignoring the ache. Johnny sees kites that are soaring. Johnny sees children at play, mothers and fathers adoring. Johnny has nothing to say. Johnny is up with the kites now. Johnny is so far away. Johnny's party's ignoring the ache. Johnny sits quietly surfing, changing channels all day. Johnny finds nothing good on. Johnny has nothing to say. Johnny turns it all off now. Johnny turns it away. Johnny's party's ignoring the ache, the ache, the ache. Johnny has nothing to. Johnny has nothing to. Johnny has nothing to. Johnny has nothing to say. Johnny by Brian Scott Arnold from Arizona. Do look him up. Did a great album. Yeah, so I'm doing songs at random. Our plan was to do songs by internet friends and friends have made from playing during lockdown and so on, and people who write great songs, but no, most people don't know about them. I've got one of mine at the start there. Don't feel like doing it right now. This one is by Anthony Bowles. Let's have a quick sip here, and I believe we call it the Lark Descending. This is getting into the songs because I haven't touched them for ages, so you know, I haven't rehearsed them or anything, so I just want to see where this song takes me and what happens with my fingers, like with the last one. Cool, that's font's small. Just like the lark, I always wake up early, so excuse me if I go to bed. It's almost dark. Birds in the park, silently still snoozing when funny noises in my head, like dogs that bark, have made their mark. I sometimes wake up screaming about something hurtful that I said, some cruel remark. And as the lark its flight not just ascending calls lovers to the nest instead, then disembarks. La, 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 la. And as the lark its flight not just ascending calls lovers to the nest instead, and disembarks. Woke up this morning in Ted's shoes, the big bleach blonde beside me has got the blues. She says we're held together by rusty screws and we're falling apart, but it's hardly news. The children are crying, the gas bill is due. We're living a lie that turned out to be true. I've tried everything, now I don't have a clue. We got tied up in knots that I cannot undo. I cannot undo. La 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 la. La 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 la. Swoop, summer swallows, make your way back home again, while startled starlings feed their young, basking in the sun. I can hear somebody outside. It is very off-putting. I wish I could pause the video, but I can't. This one is by Barry Atkins. I left the capo in the car, so no playing in high keys or writing it all. Hi, Lynn. In a prison in the 1001 Hope Town, no one knows there were crimes for which they were sent down. Mistaken identity, but there was no alibi. Nobody knew them, cried, but there's no key to set them free. They can't be safe like you or me. Ghostmen of the airwaves, they were all forgotten and left to rot in jail, jammed together until they passed away. Nobody sees the bones as they link arms and fly to that great jazz loop up in the sky. Dial left and populist you'll hear. The jazz riff haunts the atmosphere. Ghostmen of the airwaves, in a prison in 1001 Hope Town. Nobody knows the crimes to which they were sent down. Mistaken identity, but there was no alibi. Nobody knew them, so nobody cried. Ghostmen of the airways, ghostmen of the airwaves. Ghostmen of the airwaves. Barry Atkins. The heater's it's too hot for the room now. Excuse me a second. That is better. I'm avoiding doing covers of famous things so that I don't get any copyright claims, because although they don't matter, they're annoying, and there's so many great songs by unknown people, not published or not famous. So it's been fun doing them. Oh, this is another one by Anthony. Let me boost the font up there so I can see what I'm doing. I'm singing a bit quietly because they're still hovering out there. They're coming out now. There's a girl that I know. Where she goes, I will follow. For I see in her eyes something real. When she walks in the light, oh, I'll step out of the shadows and reveal who I am and how I feel. All I want to do is let my words run free, like some poet from the 19th century. Then I'll tell her just how much she means to me, and she'll know it. And she'll come to me like a butterfly in the rain, sheltering from all her pain. There's a world, and I know that it's right outside my window, and she's there with her looks and her fame. And she walks on the street. I want to tell her that I love her, but I can't even tell her my name. All I want to do is let my words run free, just like some poet from the 19th century. Then I'll tell her just how much she means to me, and she'll know it, and she'll come to me like a butterfly in the rain, sheltering from all her pain, from all her Lady, won't you comfort me, be my baby, 19th century, and now tell her just how much it means to me, and then she'll know it, and she'll come to me like a butterfly in the rain, sheltering from all her pain. Butterfly in the rain, sheltering from all her pain, all her pain. There's a girl that I know. There's a girl I know. There's a girl that I know. I know. These are not in any order, so it's another one by Barry. Okay. It really does demand a capo. The middle section is supposed to go high, but it's too high for me without changing key, so I'll just have to make something up for tonight. Vision is getting efficient. You can't afford to hang around. Same day delivery with precision. That you need have little doubt. There's precious little time to take. There's precious little time for hate. We grab our chances with our fists. For tomorrow they may not exist. Too many mistakes have been made, some are grave. And for one at least, you get the blame. A shame. Accidents flow like rain, like a cascade. You could still change. You could still change. You could still change. Communication lines are closing. Family is breaking up. The lights will falter as the clock nears 12. The time is now for making up. The time is now for making love. The time is now for making it. There's precious little time to take. There's precious little time for hate. We grab our chances with our fists. For tomorrow they may not exist. Barry Atkins. Can't do that one, it's by Honey. I don't think I remember it, so let me not try that. Oscar Brown next. I know you think I don't care. But the truth is that I think back every day. can't help thee, I can't find the meaning, alone against it all, alone against it all. Can we overcome this in time? Must I wait so long? I hope you realize I didn't want it to end, just something to begin. You don't have to cut me off all of the time. You don't have to cut me off. You don't have to cut me off all of the time. Don't have to cut me off. You don't have to cut me off all the time. You don't have to cut me off. You don't have to cut me off all the time. You don't have to cut me off. Can we overcome this in time? Must I wait so long? I hope you realized didn't want it to end, just something to begin. And you don't have to cut me off all of the time. You don't have to cut me off. You don't have to cut me off all of the time. You don't have to cut me off. I'm particularly enjoying finishing songs on interrupted cadences, or as perhaps we should call them in more, general population kind of speak, just sort of in the middle of nowhere, really. I'd like to go back to have a go at one of mine, because I said I'd give it a go, and feeling good about it. Don't know what's going to happen, but it will certainly help me towards a finished version. This is dedicated to, not the memory of, but to my friend Alan. Alan now lives outside Oxford, was the editor of the Daily Mail sports section for a long, long time. Retired now. And this is a song about our friendship when we were younger. Before Alan went his way to Nottingham High School and I went to Bramcote Grammar, and we weren't in the same social group circles after that. My mum was the house cleaner, and she cleaned for the Lease family. The prof, Dennis, he was a professor of industrial economics at Nottingham University. Elizabeth had survived, one of the few members of the family who did, the Nazi invasion, and come over from, I think it was Austria, and became great friends with my mum. And they shared an awful lot of life with each other, a lot of love. And this was based on one particular day when this happened. Well, the gist of the story is true. It was boring in my bedroom, so I opened the window. I heard the grumbling of the traffic on the Derby Road. And to the north side of the river was where I longed to go. It's a land of professors and gold, gold. I pointed my toy telescope at the Woollerton tree line, and all at once a host of dragons filled the sky. On a long and winding rainbow road straight out of Marion, left me dreaming in days 8 years old. I want to fly in an air balloon. old. The needle landed on Boundary Road and sang inside my head, dress up warm where we're going, it's cold, cold. I was pulled aboard by strong hands and the dragon roared again. We rose and joined the jewels way on high. From up here I see that everyone is very much the same, just as small, just as tall, and all yearning to fly. I'm going to fly in an air balloon over you. I'll pass by in the air, so high in the sky, never die. You and I were children of the wind. Listen up, the captain said, I've something more to say. There's a simple seeming way to take us higher. Whatever weighs us down, throw it overboard, leaving us free to tend the fire. Childhood friend once held my hand, he led me over the river, and his family drew me in, just like a long lost friend. One tiny act of friendship can linger forever, raising me up again and again, Rise, have no fear, join us here in our air balloon. Come, have no care, in the air so high, in the sky never die. You and I, we're children of the wind. Children of the wind, children of the wind. Air balloon, iffy version, but still I enjoyed that. So that will do me for tonight. If I can get Facebook working, depending on what they're doing in the living room, I might switch over to Facebook only and just do a little bit there. Yeah, I think so, because then people who don't like going on YouTube or don't have an account can at least make a comment if they feel like it. And most special thanks as always to Kenneth, who will give it, give this a listen at some point. Yeah, so lots of love to you, and yeah, see you on the other side. What's the time? Yeah, I can definitely do a little bit.